Hip hop has a problem and it's getting worse. So for the last couple of weeks, there's been non-stop buzz in the hip hop space, from the release of multiple albums to Spotify billboards. The theories and conversations just keep growing, so much so it's become a problem. Yesterday there was a leak diss by Drake, and it dawned on me how massive of a problem this was. I made a video discussing the most iconic years in hip hop, and 2024 is definitely one of them. If not for anything, but for the past month at least. Let me explain. In the last 2 to 3 weeks, Metro Boomin and Future released We Don't Trust You, with surprise features from a bunch of artists like Rick Ross, The Weeknd, and Kendrick Lamar. On this album, Kendrick dissed both Drake and J. Cole. J. Cole released a surprise mixtape with reply diss to Kendrick Lamar. Kanye tried to slide himself into the conversation. We had Dreamville first. J. Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar and takes the diss down from streaming services. Chris Brown and Quavo took shots at each other, with Quavo dropping a full diss track to Chris Brown. Drake's leak diss drop, not the original song, a leak diss. Rick Ross, A$AP Rocky, Future, Nav, and The Weeknd aren't on good terms with Drake. There's an ongoing rumor that Quentin Miller might have been a ghostwriter for Kendrick Lamar. Metro and Future dropped We Still Don't Trust You. Yes, another album. Simba took shots at J. Cole and Cuz replied to Simba. All of these happened in less than 3 weeks. All of these topics I mentioned are major events that, if spread properly, would still make 2024 an iconic year. And it all happened in less than 3 weeks. But here's the problem. The excitement is starting to fade, and that's a really bad thing. If you still don't see it, compare the reactions we got when we heard Kendrick Lamar's verse on Like That, and then compare that to the reactions we got when Drake's diss leaked. Granted, the original diss isn't out yet, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that Drake dissing Kendrick Lamar, Metro, and Rick Ross all in one song is a big deal. In fact, it's a really big deal. And yes, fans indeed reacted, but the feeling was a bit different. And that's because we've been overstimulated. At the moment, hip-hop fans are like crackheads. Have you ever had so much to eat that when someone offers you another piece of cake, you just feel like throwing up? I feel like we're closing in on those moments in hip-hop. There's so many good music that has been overshadowed just because of these events. On We Still Don't Trust You, the new album by Metro and Future, there are supposed to be hidden features on this album. But soon as the album dropped, we knew J. Cole was on the album. For context, Cole was on the 18th song on an album with 25 songs, spanning over 1 hour 30 minutes long. And we found out J. Cole was on the album just minutes after the album was released. I don't know about you guys, but I miss the days when surprise features were actually surprise features. Conversations are shifting faster than we can actually enjoy the albums. And what hurts me the most is the fact that Big Sean almost had a shot at a good comeback, and then all of these happened. Anyways, I just think we need to slow down for a minute. The original beef was supposed to be Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Now Drake gotta do all these side quests before he faces Kendrick Lamar. There's too much happening all at once, from TikTok to Twitter to YouTube. Y'all need to touch grass for real. This doesn't mean if Kendrick drops tomorrow, I won't be there.
Hell no.
Anyways, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.